What's going on, guys? Here in the Lion's Den, we are making an office as well as a storage closet, so there's a lot of wood, but just gonna work around it. This morning was Strongman Saturday. It was very cool. A lot of people came, they checked it out. It was out of their comfort zones, but they loved it, so that makes me happy as I'm getting more into the strongman style of training. Yesterday was Maxed Out Friday. Great environment. You can check the video. It's vlog 34, just titled Maxed Out Friday. And today what I'm gonna do is I have my training, which will be, the main component is deadlifting. I had a question from my man Brian on just tips for deadlift. So as I do my workout, I'm just gonna think about some general tips that have helped me. My deadlift is not that great. I think it's probably anywhere from 530 to 550 right now. I haven't really tested it just because weightlifters don't deadlift that much. There's not really a need to. But if I can do anything that will help you, that would just be awesome. So you can take any of these tips and tricks. I'm just trying to support the people who support me and my channel. So if you like it, please like the video or comment below on more footage that you guys will want. And always subscribe. I really appreciate it. None of this is possible without you. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, tip one. This is probably the biggest and most important tip on how to increase your deadlift. You gotta have nice socks. We got Stance socks, some Hawaiian flowers. Let me tell you, this puts on at least 20 pounds on my deadlift. All right, on a serious note though, tip one is to do what I'm doing right now. Film yourself. A lot of times what we think is happening actually looks different. So the only way to see that is to get your camera out and film it so that you can make corrections. So when I'm doing that deadlift and I start to get heavier, I switch my grip to 1 over, 1 under. My dominant hand will be over, my not dominant hand will be under. The other thing I'm thinking as I'm pulling that bar is to keep the bar as close to my body as possible. And right before I pull, I take a big belly breath. So if you're not taking a big belly breath and you're losing air through your lift, you're gonna crumble, okay? And then you're gonna round or you're gonna get hurt. So I hold my breath through the entire lift and make sure that it's breathing from my belly, not my chest. And that will make the lift much more successful. So I like to do either good mornings or some sort of stiff-legged movement for my hamstrings. But more importantly, what this teaches you, especially if you watch the video, is to keep a nice flat back. Often you'll see people who deadlift and their back crumbles and they round. So by doing these exercises, it really trains me to keep it flat. So when you see me do the real deadlifts, I'm ready to go, I'm locked in, I'm tight, and I'm mimicking that motion that I do in training. Another tip for your deadlift, guys, is to have a strong upper back and lats. So I love doing all different variations of rowing. Normally when I do bench, I'll do barbell. So that's been a couple of days, about 3 days. I'm gonna do some dumbbell rows now to just get my upper back as strong as possible so I can keep pulling that bar and activate my lats the entire way. So this is a movement that helps really build your posterior chain. It's gonna be sled pulls and then a large rear delt fly. So it's explosive, it's gonna build your back stronger, hamstrings, your rear delt, get your heart rate up. It's a great finisher and you can push yourself depending on how much weight you wanna throw on there. The last tip that I'm gonna give you guys about increasing your deadlift would be to make sure that you work on your grip strength. There are a lot of different ways. One of my favorite ways is just to do heavy farmer carries with the farmer logs that you saw in the video, do different grip pull-up variations, or just work on holding something for a long time and steadily build your grip over time. If you can't pull the bar off the ground and hold it in your hands, that's a problem. So you have to make sure that your hands are strong enough to pull the weight that you want. When it comes to using straps, because I know a lot of people ask about straps, I only use the straps rarely if I'm working over, 90 to 100%. But most of the time I don't use straps, and if I do use straps, it is on accessory work with something like a barbell row when I'm going super heavy. Other than that, I don't really think people need them that much, but it is a tool that you can have in your arsenal. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave any comments below. I'll make sure to answer your questions. I want to build a good following with my fan base and answer the questions that you guys have and create content for this channel. So thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Have a wonderful day.